Dear students, welcome to the English second paper class brought to you by Amar Ghare Amar School. You know that during the pandemic situation, the government has taken decision to close down all your schools. But Amar Ghare Amar School has taken initiative to bring your classroom to your home through Sangsad Bangladesh Television. So let's start today's class. The topic that we are going to learn today is present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. You may find this lesson in your book at Unit 2 in Lesson 4 and 5. Now in this picture, what we can see? We can see that there is a person who is watering plant. So he is doing something right now. On the other hand, there is a other person who has finished his work and the picture has been given at the back. So at first, the first person that the work has finished, here it has been labeled as has gardened, and the person who is still watering the plant, he has been labeled as has been gardening. Now in the second picture we can see that a conversation is going on. In the first picture we can see that a frog is saying, "What have you been doing?" And then a cat is replying, "Nothing, I have just arrived." Now what we can see here, there has been two different structures of verbs that have been used here. The first one, have been doing, and the second one, I have just arrived, is completely different in case of the structure. So dear students, have you understood what we are going to learn today? The topic that we are going to focus on today is present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. So what will be the learning outcome of today's class? After today's class, you will be able to understand the uses of present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. You will be able to write sentences correctly using the correct structure of present perfect and present perfect continuous. And last but not the least, you will be able to ask and answer questions using present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. Now how can we define present perfect tense? We use present perfect to talk about completed actions or states which are still connected to the present, which means that the event or action has already been over, but the result or event effect is still right now present at the moment. It is still connected to the present. For example, he has been to 10 different countries. I haven't seen her today. My phone has run out of battery. Have you ever dyed your hair a different color? In all these examples, you can see that at first we have used the subject, then we have used have or has as the to be verb, then we have used past participle form of the verb. In all these actions, there is something in common, which is these actions, events, effects are still present at the moment and they are still connected. Now let's have a look of the uses of present perfect tense. We use present perfect tense for completed actions with a result in the present. We can use the present perfect to talk about an action that has been finished, but it has a result or effect in the present. For example, he has broken his leg, so he cannot go on holiday. They haven't called me, so I don't think they need me today. Now the first example, someone has broken his leg and because of his injury, he is not being able to go on a holiday. So the injury's result has been present, and for this effect he is not being able to go on a holiday. In the second one, they haven't called me, so I don't think they need me today. The effect or the result of calling is still there. For this reason, we have used present perfect tense in here. We can also use present perfect tense for unfinished time and states. We also use it to talk about life experiences, as our life is an unfinished time period. So as a person, my life experience is a part of my own and it is unfinished. For this reason, we can use present perfect tense in case of life experiences. For example, I have worked for 6 different companies. That means I have already worked for 6 different companies, but there is a possibility that I might work in other companies as well. Since it is unfinished, for this reason we have used perfect tense in here. Now the second one, he has never won a gold medal. And the third one, have you ever been to Australia? Even these 2 actions are a part of life experience. Since life experience is unfinished time, for this reason we have used present perfect tense. Now let's see the structure of present perfect tense in case of affirmative sentence. In case of affirmative sentence, we are going to start the sentence with the subject. Then we have or has depending on the subject. Then we are going to use the past participle form of the verb. For example, I have worked. Now we know that the past participle form of the verb work is worked. And why have we used have here? Because the subject is first person singular number. In case of third person singular number, as in he, she, it, or any other singular subject, we are going to use has. In all other cases, we are going to use have, and then we are going to use the past participle form of the verb. We use present perfect in the affirmative form to confirm completed actions which have occurred in the past, are connected to the present, and still have effects in it. Now the negative structure. The negative structure of present perfect tense is quite similar to affirmative sentence. Since it is negative, we are just going to add not after have or has. For example, I haven't been abroad yet. You haven't answered my question. He hasn't been home for 5 years. She hasn't found a new job. It has not finished yet. We have not worked on a farm. They have not seen each other for ages. In all these cases, what we have done, at first we have used the subject, then we have used have not or has not, and then we have used the past participle form of the verb. In both cases, we have started the question by using have or has, then we have used the subject, and then we have used the past participle form of the verb. We use present perfect in the interrogative form to ask about completed actions which have occurred in the past, are connected to the present, and still have effects on it. In case of interrogative sentence, we are going to use the question mark at the end. Now, if you want to use WH question, what can we do? In case of WH question, we are going to ask the question by putting the WH word at the beginning of the sentence, and the rest of the structure is going to be the same as interrogative sentence. For example, where have you studied for the exam? When has he bought a new car? In both these cases, we can see that where and when the WH word has been put at the beginning. Then we have used have or has, then the subject, and then the past participle form of the main verb. And in all these cases, if there is something, for example, object or complement, we are going to put that after the past participle form of the verb. And yes, do not forget to use the question mark. Now let's have a look of present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense is used to show that an action started in the past and has continued up to the present moment. As you can see in this picture, the green line, it is referring to an event, As you can see, it has started in the past. But up to now, up to present moment, it is being continued. For this reason, we have used present perfect continuous tense in here. If you use present perfect continuous tense in positive sentence, the structure is going to be as follows. At first, we are going to have the subject, then we are going to have or has, we are going to use been, and then we are going to have verb plus ing. For example, I have been speaking, I have been reading, he has been crying, she has been cooking, we have been skiing, he has been telling. In all these cases, what we can see, when we have third person singular number as the subject, for example, he, she, or it, we have used has. In all other cases, we have used have as the be verb. If you want to make negative sentence using present perfect continuous tense, it's very easy to form. We are just going to add not after have or has. For example, we have not been living in Germany. You have not been living in Germany. So it's very easy to understand. We are going to use the same structure as affirmative sentence. Just the difference is, since it is negative, we are going to add not. Now, if you want to ask a question or pose a question using present perfect continuous tense, you are going to use have or has at the beginning of the sentence. For example, has she been sleeping? Have you been speaking? In all these cases, what we have done, we have used have or has as the beginning. Then we are going to use the subject. We have used been, and then we have used verb plus ing. And yes, do not forget to use the question mark. Now there is a confusion, where can we use for and where can we use since? If you are referring to a time or duration for a period of time that has been happening, you can use for. On the other hand, when the time refers to a point in past time or when the action began, we are going to use since. For example, 20 minutes, 3 days, 6 months. All these are referring to a duration for how long the action or event has been happening. For example, I have been living here for 3 years. So this is a duration of my living. For this reason, I have used for. On the other hand, if I say it has been raining since Monday, that means the action of raining started or began on Monday. For this reason, since it is referring to a period of time when the action started, we have used since. So again, I'm repeating, if you have duration, you're going to use for. If you have the point when the action began, you're going to use since. So what have we learned in today's class? In today's class, we have learned that present perfect tense is used for actions that have ended but has an effect in the present, and we use the present perfect continuous tense to indicate that something began in the past and is continuing up to now. Dear students, now it's time for homework. Today I'm going to give you 2 homework. The first one can be found at page number 33 in your prescribed book. So as you can see, there are some clues given. You have to make correct sentences in the present perfect tense using the given words. The first one is, we start our journey. Next, Reba wash her clothes. They buy a new car. She learned the lesson. He not come back from school. You take a bath. So the sentences have not been completed. You're going to complete them and rewrite them using the present perfect tense. Now this is the second one that you have to do as your homework. It can be found at page number 34. You have to complete the following dialogue using the tense that should be appropriate in here. Reza, how long have you been waiting here? Anwar. So as Reza has asked the question using present perfect continuous tense, of course the answer must be in present perfect continuous tense also. Then again Reza has asked another question, as we can see a question mark at the end, and then Anwar replied, I have been looking for you since morning. Dear students, do the homework. Submit it to your respective teacher when the school reopens. The evaluation given by your teacher will be added to your continuous assessment. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. If you want to watch this class again, go to our Facebook page, Amar Ghore Amar School, or you can watch it in the YouTube channel, Amar Ghore